Alrighty, folks. Well, good evening, and welcome to another session of our Princes of the Apocalypse. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by the majority of our illustrious and wonderful players this evening.
Hello.
Hello.
And unfortunately, we'll be down a pack, so the old man will be taking a nap. He will probably find a cozy, comfortable space or not so comfortable in this tower that you guys are at. He'll probably just take a nap there. But speaking of towers and stuff, if you happen to see a map that you like, battle map or scene map, not the one that's in the background right now because that came with the module. But if you see a map you like, there's a very good chance that I made it myself, and you can get it yourself at my Patreon. So you want to check that out, Dungeon.Mister Patreon. That'd be cool. But let's talk about how we got to where we're at before we get going, shall we? So, last time, with the Wamford Bat dealt with, Riverguard Keep free of these water cultists, you worked together with Jolly and his men to put the dead to rest nearby. Now that the rains have calmed, you spoke on the potential of using Riverguard Keep as well, which Jolly was not entirely opposed to, but there were other pressing matters at hand. A missing delegation still. Jolly had apparently been privy to their last known location, in which a fight occurred. No survivors were left, but not many bodies either. Apparently, it was a fight between people riding giant vultures and men wearing stony armor, somewhere to the north of here. Not knowing where the men in stony armor may be, other than in the hills and some reclusive monastery or something, just rumors and hearsay. The others were known to most of you. Feathergale Society of Knights. Zeke even knew someone who had joined them somewhat recently. Jolly suggested bringing both Zeke and Benji along with you, as he and his company have some interest in this missing delegation as well. They seemed important to most of the local populace. And together, you headed westward, a little bit northward as well, towards Feathergale Spire. Some of you had seen at a distance before. Travels went pretty easy, other than the eventual attack by some bugbears as a dust storm kicked up. But after this battle with the beastly men was concluded, Havoc made an appearance, this traveling man, the same man that Lucky had made a deal with. Havoc pressed about the deal struck, that he had been waiting, and will await still, unless you were backing out of the deal. You simply, in so many words, told him that you would do the job and to leave you alone, essentially. A little bit harsher, though. And Pete did leave well enough alone, said he would still be watching, before he disappeared into thin air. But shortly after this, you arrived at Feathergale Spire, this piercing tower into the sky. There you were met at the front gate by Savra Bellabranta, a former friend of Zeke's, now a Feathergale Knight herself. She asked you what you were doing here and politely showed you up to the tower's top where you met with Thuro Moroska, Lord Commander of the Feathergale Society. Telling him of your concerns, or at least briefly, he invited you downstairs to have some drinks to further discuss things. He left you alone at the top of this tower, while he changed into something more comfortable, as he was wearing his armor and stuff. So we'll get into his evening wear. But that's where we're going to pick up. You guys are left at the top of this tower. With Savra is still there with you, as you have an excellent view of the sun starting to set over this canyon beyond as it makes a low moan. A cold wind whips through the air.
I'll kind of look around, look at the group. Well, up here looks like a pretty good view. Anybody got some better eyesight than a dwarf? Maybe take a look around, see if you can see anything interesting. I doubt we'll get a view this good anytime soon.
Hey, you said there were drinks up here. Where are they?
He said in the dining hall, not here. And Savra will be like, "Oh, if you're ready now, we can retreat to the dining hall. I don't mind at all. There will probably be a moment or two. It takes several minutes to get out of that armor."
I'm gonna kind of walk, like, is there like a viewing deck or like a porch or
So it's
balcony?
at the top. There's essentially almost like a compass. There's crenellations out at every cardinal direction off of this tower. Near one of them, you do see what looks to be a spyglass. Classic metal and wood with a little glimmer of glass set up on the edge.
Well, doubting that I'll get too many more chances at a view like this, I'm gonna go take a stroll up to the spyglass, look around, see if I can see any other towers or anything interesting out in the hills.
As you just start moving around looking to see what's out there.
Yeah, see what catches
Okay.
my eye.
Give me a perception check. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, sweet. Advantage, perception. Perfect.
It's getting cloudy, making it hard to see much of anything through the spyglass. You're not used to using such
man.
high-fangled technology.
Don't barely ever get an opportunity like this and the fucking clouds have to roll in. It's just my luck. And I'll put it back where I, like, in the same angle that I
Okay.
found it. Walk away.
I was kind of pointed downward, so you just kind of leave it there. Savra nods, and it is quite a view. I don't miss a chance to come up here.
I see why. But I am getting a little thirsty if I can't look out the spyglass.
Of course, we can retire to the long hall, the great hall for us to sup on. There is some leftover manticore. I can have the stewards prepare it. We slayed one just the other day.
Can't recall that I've ever had manticore.
It's a tasty treat. A little tough, but if cooked properly, has a good bite to it.
Right?
A good chew, one would say. Yeah, she will gesture to take you all downstairs. And essentially she'll take you down 2 more flights. And it's kind of this a small space, actually, that this opens up. There's two large doorways, a double door that leads out into a great hall that spans most of the tower. You can see over large windows, tapestries depicting scenes of gallant knights on flying hippogriffs, fighting dragons, and jousting with one another among the clouds. High on the walls here, mounted heads of griffins, wyverns, owlbears, and a recently hung up manticore. A long curved table, set for remainder of a feast, stretches between the hall's twin hearths, which give a nice warm glow. And there's a kind of circular hallway around the back. And Salver will gesture to those. Your friend has taken to one of the rooms to get a nap. Should you want to retire here for the evening, more than welcome. This is where our guests would stay, close to the eating quarters. And there would be some tankards of wine still on the table. Please, seat yourself. Have a drink. The wine was especially good this evening, and hopefully we get, it continues to be so. It should be.
And Benji goes and takes a seat, tries the wine.
It's tasty. It's the pricey stuff that you would get at an inn. Not like top shelf, but say like medium. It's not garbage. It's not the best. It's middle ground.
It's the $20 bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm. Which isn't too shabby.
Benji nods his head a little bit. Hey, Zeke, we've been with each other a little bit now. I don't think I've ever heard the story of how you and Zalver met.
Oh, well.
She blushes immediately. This is probably not best for mixed company. I'll leave you to your drinks. The Lord Commander should be down momentarily. And she blushes and immediately leaves.
We're not intruding.
Yeah, she wants you guys to be able to talk, but she doesn't want to be a part of that conversation.
Excuse me. I'm a little lovesick over here. Zaldra and I met a few years back. An adventuring party like this one, but a short-lived one. I think she still likes me, no?
Wait, she ran out of the room. Seems so.
See, she got a strange way of showing it there.
Women are strange.
I still think you have a chance.
I do not care for this silver fox. I do not trust him.
And why not?
You can see the way that he looks at her, knowing that she obviously has eyes for me.
Maybe so. So worth getting into an argument with him over it.
I probably will not. Probably.
Hey, well, it's best to do your thinking with your big head and not your little one. Just keep that in mind.
Whose head are you calling little? You think because I am a gnome? That
I'm
I
just
am
saying,
smart?
think with the head on your shoulders and not between your legs.
Oh. Who are you saying has a small head?
Did not say you had a small head.
Anyway.
Said you have one head that's larger and one head that's smaller, if you catch my meaning.
It took Benji a moment, but he understands now.
You are left alone for probably about 10 minutes or so, I'd say. At least.
So what are we thinking about this place? Anybody catch anything? See anything here?
Well, almost as if answering Orsik's question, Torin has not sat down. He's walking around the dining hall, taking a good look at the tapestries, looking at the taxidermy and shaking his head in disapproval, and
It's
taking a
expensive.
long look around the dining hall, because he has the beginnings of a suspicion. So he's looking around for anything that looks a little out of place, or anything similar to some of the symbols that they've come across recently.
No, as you look around the hall, nothing. It's lavish, if anything, for kind of the middle of the nowhere retreat. But the tapestries are all very well hung. The windows are tall and narrow. But I would say nothing. No symbols that you had seen previously. No, like, I mean, it's a dining hall. There's not really, desks and tables and stuff, so no, like, writing of any kind, really. But everything seems to be very well appointed. The table itself is definitely a custom job. It's a long, curved table. Probably seats about 20, maybe more individuals.
Orsik's gonna kind of notice him walking around, and I'll grab my tankard and head over that way. And what's on your mind there, big guy?
Well, I can't help but think. Strange men in stone armor, fighting knights who fly in the air. He furrows his brow, looks down at Orsik. Seems like naturally opposing forces.
Air and earth, huh?
Yes.
I don't believe I would have ever put that one together, but that's a great thought.
Could be coincidental.
Why is that significant?
I will.
Earth.
Well, a little while back, we came across a cavern, cave of some kind. It had all the elements in there. Earth,
Water, and fire.
Aye.
Yes. Small environments representing each element. They seemed opposing. Mostly.
With all the stuff going on around here, and the folks that we just came across, the water folks down there. I don't know where this path leads, but it's surely curious. Well, I'll keep my eyes open. You do the same. Let me know if...
Torin takes one last long look around the hall, then he walks towards the table. Is there a chair big enough for him to sit comfortably?
I would say it won't be very comfortable, but it's
He could
it's
squeeze his
serviceable.
body to it.
Yeah.
He finds a chair, sits in it, looks over the table, and he's still sitting there pondering. That's it, just pondering.
What's Lucky doing during all this?
Lucky's taking a seat and is waiting patiently for food.
There would be some like scraps on the table, but
He's digging in.
okay. Like they haven't cleaned up from dinner. But yeah, I would say not too long. After about 5 minutes, Savra would come back with some filled flagons of wine, as well as two look like squire dressed individuals carrying trays of meat and breads. Breads freshly baked, ready for consumption. And shortly after her, you would see Thero Maraska stepping down through the doorway, dressed in like kind of like a commander's outfit. He's got like a hat on, very kind of proper. Instead of, it's not like pajamas or evening wear. It's more formal wear, kind of a suit. Ah, I see you've started without me. I don't take unkindly to that.
Hey, well, our apologies. We were told we could help ourselves.
No apologies necessary. I did insist. I was merely learning. Apologies.
It's been a long
for
days of
that.
travel for us, so
I can tell. You seem weary from the road? The trail. I guess there is a
Aye.
trail that leads here. Now, and he'll pour himself a drink and sit down. Very straight-backed and, like, at attention. What brings you, entirely to the Feathergale Spire?
Well, we were in search of a delegation and hold some meaning to us, and we caught word that there was some sort of conflict this way and might have involved the delegation. So we were on our way up here to see what we could find.
Kind of furrows, like, raises one of his eyebrow. Well, are you speaking of the Mirabaran delegation?
Aye, that would be the one.
I suppose. Let me know what you know, and I can help fill in the blanks.
I mean, we don't know all too much. We know that they were supposed to be in a certain place where we were, and they never showed up. So we made our way to go look for them. And last we heard, they were in an area up this way. Imagine something befell them if they didn't arrive where they were supposed to. And we're looking to see what we can find.
I see. Well, unfortunately, all we know of the delegation is they didn't even make it this far. We had been on the trail of these Black Earth cultist evildoers in the hills, and following behind them, we saw them lay ambush to a caravan, not too far out of that one town that's right there, Belliard, I believe, to the northeast, about 2 days' travel. And well, we did our best to waylay these stone cultists and Unfortunately, they got away. I wasn't there myself, or you could guess things would have turned out differently. We think they took prisoners. We don't know their exact location either.
Well, that's as good information as we got from anybody. Did you have a chance to look around for the delegation, or was not quite very high on your list?
We recently celebrated our 10th anniversary, so we're planning on going back out and searching for these earthen heathens.
Aye. Well, it seems we may have somewhat of an aligned motive here, then. You want the Earth cultists. We think you suggest that the Earth cultists have taken some prisoners from this delegation.
There weren't many bodies left, unfortunately. Which, if you think about it, may be fortunate.
Aye, it may be.
They may still be alive yet to save. And if that's the case, then yes, we may be of similar minds.
Well, if that be the case, then seems like you've got a much more efficient mode of travel here. Maybe you could take us along over there towards Belliard, and we can see what we can see.
We do not travel the towns atop our steeds. Most giant creatures such as the vultures or my hippogriff are not welcome, usually seen as monstrous sights. The vulture is often misunderstood, unfortunately. But it does take great experience and skill to ride such beasts. In fact, we make our squires wait at least 6 months in training before they even step foot on a beast.
Well, I guess I wasn't suggesting that we guide the beasts ourselves. Maybe we tag along on the back of one while somebody else actually guides the beasts.
After 6 months of training, that is when we allow them to ride behind. I don't mean to take this the wrong way. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I doubt any of you have such experience.
Aye,
mean, it's
maybe not
probably
so
not-
experience. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's probably not that hard to learn. Figure it out pretty quick.
Aye, and a couple of us here have quite a way with beasts.
As he looks towards the two very woodsy looking people.
Thorin is picking his ear.
As he
Seemingly
Rusty's
Yes.
just shoving his face full of food.
swallows his thoughts. Yes, well, perhaps we could be useful as scouts, or at least team up every now and then. I wouldn't be opposed to helping take down those Black Earth cultists.
And what what if I may ask, have the black cultists done to you to be your enemy? Out of curiosity.
They worship the dark. I've been told they even have allies with Dwergar, dark dwarves.
Well, if that be the case, then Be happy to drive my axe through each and every one of their skulls.
Nods in approval. Takes a long sip of his wine. What else have you accomplished? Anything we might have heard about? Anything worthy?
Well, there was the Womford bat. We slayed a giant bat down south in the southeast by Riverguard Keep. We also cleared out the keep of Water Genasi. They weren't very pleasant people.
Interesting.
They were also referred to as a cult.
Aye.
Seen them.
Well, I got to stare into the Elder Eye and had visions.
Elder Eye. Please
Yeah, it's this
explain.
It's this trippy purple eye in the center of a dark purple pool. You get to stare into it, and it gives you these vague visions. And honestly, these dark dwarves you speak of kind of remind me of one of my visions. That's all a dark individual with a pickaxe, and his hair was moving on his own. It was very, very concerning.
Interesting.
It was in reference.
You must have seen something great indeed. I don't know much about this Elder Eye you speak of, but yes.
What?
They have dark dealings indeed, this Black Earth. But go on, please. I did not mean to interrupt. This is illuminating.
Oh no, I just wanted to see if you knew anything about it, but from your reaction, I would say no.
Moving hair and pickaxe does not quite ring a bell to me.
It was a stony armored person. He was wielding a really dark pickaxe.
Ah, the stony armor. That, as he winces a little bit, that is a true mark of the Black Earth cult. Told some of them even wear masks to do their foul rituals.
And I'm going to assume that they are after a black orb. It was in the center of this vision or dream that I had. You wouldn't happen to know anything about a black orb, would you?
I wouldn't. Some artifact, or is this of magic? Like a spell?
Do I seem to sense that he's trying to fool me? He's not telling me everything.
Give me an insight check.
I had the same question.
As I'm not very learned in the ways of the arcane, although I have seen it used. With a 12, he seems like he's curious. Like, is it a physical object, or is it a spell?
Benji's leaning forward too. He's curious.
Yeah, I think it's a magical object, but it seems to be of great importance to these cultists.
Oh, and that must be perhaps a source of their power, something they are after.
Oh yeah, funny thing too, I also in that same vision, I also had a voice whisper behind me, "Apocalypse," and then I woke up, or I came out of the Elder Eye pool.
Perhaps The orb intends for apocalypse or precedes it. It sounds like ill omens indeed, if I've ever heard, but it also sounds witchy. But there are prophets that have seen things. Wouldn't
Well,
make the least
You-
sense.
you want to know the kicker to all this too?
Of course.
I was shown a vision where there were dirt mounds, and my buddy Pax, wherever he is, was sitting on a hill near these mounds eating an apple. And in that vision came true. There was 4, 5 mounds of dirt. Under those dirt mounds were dead bodies, and before we dug them up, Pax was on a hill eating an apple.
Premonitions.
Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Of course. Seers throughout the histories have foretold of events to come, usually not so clear. Must have been something powerful indeed that would show you this. These bodies, you said. Sorry, kind dwarf, I didn't get your name quite.
Orsic.
Orsic,
By the
yes, as you were saying.
Oh no, I was just gonna say yes. What was very powerful was the frog that he ate.
I mean, this coming from the guy that didn't even look into the pool.
Aye.
See, well,
I didn't look in the pool, and I didn't eat a fucking poison frog.
that seems
Well,
rather...
definitely wasn't a poison frog. It was just frog guts and a cup of tea from a hag.
Oh, I see you are daring.
I mean, oh, quite. I like to gamble.
Daring's a word.
Hey, daring is a word that I would use for you. Yes, one of quite a few different ones.
I don't make bets unless it's a sure thing.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
Winning.
Winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the core of all of this is the imbalance in nature in the valley.
Yes. It is well put. I don't know if it's nature, but there have been more monsters about lately, and I felt a cold breeze earlier.
Well, the natural world often keeps monsters in check.
As well as knights and heroes.
Torn looks skeptical at that. So you too have noticed an imbalance.
I have seen... It kind of looks to Lucky a little bit. The signs of happenings. I may not be studied in the arcane, but I do believe in the will of things greater than myself. They have a way of, well, making themselves known. You mentioned another cult. Out in Riverguard Keep, was it?
Aye, it's a keep down by the Desserin River.
Yes, we saw some brigands take up root there.
Aye, well, the brigands were only part of the equation. There was a I don't know exactly what you would call it, but for lack of a better word, a giant bat. And
Yes, the Womford bat, as you said. Slayed the beast. As one
see,
should. Seems noble.
okay. And the water genasi, they were part of a water cult down there. Um, Definitely affected the weather too. It was raining the entire time, and as soon as we ended them, the skies cleared up.
Hmm.
And those brigands down there, it might be a little tough of a term on them. They actually helped us in the cult and the Womford Bat. They may not be knights, but
I see. Well, we have heard tell that the waters are more dangerous these days.
I also a giant fucking turtle. A giant fucking turtle is in that river.
His eyes light up. So it's true.
It ate our whole ship, like a not a boat, like a ship.
It was a boat.
It was a big boat.
It,
And I'm telling fish stories here,
I
man.
know. I see. There was a tale of a dragon turtle lairs beneath the Desserin River.
I witnessed it with my very own two eyes.
You are lucky to have escaped such an ordeal.
I as close to death as I think I've ever come.
Well, this has been an interesting conversation. Short of us giving you rides to whatever destination you see fit, if there's any way we can help you, don't be afraid to ask, especially if it comes to these Black Earth cultists. I think they're holed up in a monastery somewhere hidden in the hills, unseen from above. The canyons get hard to see into.
I will.
Well, I do have one question.
Yes.
Where would one be able to find themselves a hippogriff or a griffin to raise as a pet?
Hippogriff eggs generally go for about 1,500 gold.
Mhm.
I purchased mine in Waterdeep. Raised her from a chick. A foal? What do you call a baby hippogriff? From a young griff.
Okay.
But,
But any
griffins, often more wild and harder to tame. We have seen a few nesting along the canyon's walls. We haven't sought them out as they are majestic beasts. They know to stay away from us. Manticore, however, those types are hunters.
that sounds like fun. Hunting manticore. So which way is the canyon that you've seen them nesting?
The one out right outside of this tower.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Of course. You have aims to tame a griffin?
I have aspirations, yes.
Well, there is no better learning process than bonding in such a way.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Intriguing. Well, is there anything else I could help you with? Any other information you seek? Any other quarries you may have?
I will. Finding this Earth cultist is near the top of our list, I would say, and to find this this delegation. So, as precise of directions as you could give us. Maybe in the morning, you could head to the top of the tower, and you could, do your best to point us out. And
As far as I've seen, we have tracked them east of the river. And we lose them in the canyons every time we search. They have power over the earth, so make tracking quite hard.
so in between the desert and
Yes.
the road and the river.
Further up in the hills. I believe there are even some old ancient dwarven sites nestled and hidden within there.
Well, if we come across them, we'll be sure to check them out.
Yes, as you should. I would not be one to desecrate dwarven lands by my presence. It seems improper.
I definitely appreciate the respect, for sure. The only other thing that I would ask is anything that might help us in our travels. Healing potions, any weapons.
Weapons, we do have spears or swords, or if you need any leathers, we have plenty. Most of us aren't equipped to, well, readied and trained in heavy armor riding a steed. Took me some years of my own practice. But should you require any regular sort of gear, rations and the like, we have a pretty good food store. I would say to be wary if you do head east from here. Though they are reclusive and stay to themselves, there's a circle of druids around Scarlet Moon Hall. Seem particularly, well, reclusive. I don't think they're up to no good. Most druids, what I've known, have been alright. Keep to themselves and their secrets. But if you see a hill covered in smoke, I believe it might be some magical defense that they keep intruders at bay. Druids and their secrets, you know. But I would still be wary.
Very well then. The hospitality and the information is much appreciated.
Yes, of course. We do learn our manners here in the Spire. Most of us are transports from Waterdeep. A couple of us come from Yarter.
Well, as I said before, it was a long day of travels.
Yes, feel free. We have rooms ready for guests right down this hall here on this level. 2 beds per room, so I believe your friend has already acquainted himself with one.
Well, if that be the case, then I could use some sleep, and I'll take my leave.
Yes. You have given me much to think on, and I hope I have given you some to think on.
Aye, you have. Orsik's gonna polish off his wine.
And he'll stand at
Take another
attention, like,
bread.
as, guests are leaving, like, be proper. He's definitely very proper.
And make my way to... I'll make my way to an empty bedroom.
Yeah.
Not the one Pax is in.
There are 4 bedrooms on this level.
I snore like a horse, so... Like, when you hear a horse go, like, kind of that whinny almost, that's how I snore.
I'll meander around and look for the room that Pax is in.
Okay. Easily found. Like, this is a very, like, it's a semicircle hallway. There's 4 rooms. Each has 2 nice and fur-covered beds, simple side tables by each bed as well, a small writing desk should you want one, fireplaces that are already warmed and heated up, and as well as empty cupboards. And each hold a tapestry of... Are there tapestries? Yeah, there's tapestries in there, why not? Yeah, just a small... It would just be either in shades of, like, yellow or orange. Would probably have, like, feather kind of... Just pretty expensive kind of stuff.
I will lay down and go to sleep.
All right.
Zeke, I hope you don't mind sharing a room with me again, at least for a little bit.
No, I don't mind at all.
I don't think I could sleep a wink with Orsic snoring and hear him here. He was in there for 15 seconds. He's already down. Yeah, I'll do a room.
All right. Torin find his way to a bed.
It's now well into evening, right?
Yeah, I would say it's past like 9 o'clock or so. And
Torin-
any noise in the tower is quieted down, other than the crackling of the fires.
Torrin is going to take this time to go to the viewing platform and do a little bit of stargazing. Get a feel for how the night looks and feels from up here. Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
I see his mouth moving.
Oh.
I see his mouth moving.
Uh-huh.
There it goes. Yeah.
I somehow turned off my microphone. But yes. I'd say up top there would be 2 giant vultures kind of stationed looking out, with knights atop them as well. One of them might give you a nod as you make your way up. But yeah, as you're stargazing, what are you looking for? Are you doing your druidcraft to see what the weather is?
Well, certainly that would probably be a good idea. Wasn't the main reason he came up here, but just to get a good view of the valley. Get a sense to see if everything seems like a typical night, anything unusual.
You would run into Thurl up here. He would be up here probably also gazing. He'd probably come up here after you. But yeah, give me a perception check as you just look around, try and get a view of the land.
It's nighttime.
With 8. There is a heavy fog that rolls into this canyon, and some of it seems to be spilling out, covering much of the ground. It does seem to be a little nippy as well, especially at the top of this tower.
Does that seem unusual?
Uh,
Time of year or
Give me a nature check.
$18.
With an 18, yeah, it does seem a little unusual. Not usually this cold, this late into spring.
Okay. He'll also, as he looks up towards an angle of the sky where he could see some stars, the stars will begin to twinkle in sequence back and forth, telling him what he can expect for the weather for the next 24 hours.
Snow.
He'll sigh and shake his head. He'll grumble. And he'll head towards the rooms.
Yeah, I'd say as you're probably maybe crossing paths with Thurl as he's heading up there. See anything good?
There will be snow tomorrow. Or tomorrow evening.
I see.
I'd bundle up.
And you can tell just by looking around.
Well, you did say we have our secrets.
Of course. I didn't mean to pry. That's a useful gift.
Well, you'd be surprised what nature will tell you if you but stop to listen.
Kind of like
Have a
looks you
good
over.
evening.
Yes, you as well. He gives you a small smile and a nod.
Is everyone snoring like a chorus of
Probably.
deviated septimites?
Mm-hmm. I would
And
imagine
everyone,
so.
once in a while, as Orsic does his hoarse whinny snore, he just almost says, I love wearing pink tutus.
Mm.
Torn reminds himself he'll have to bring that up later. Could be amusing. Is there an unoccupied room?
There is a single unoccupied room.
He's going to sort of peek in the doors to make sure everyone's asleep. And then he'll
Lucky would
retire
be
to
trancing, but yeah.
Yeah. Torin momentarily considers turning Lucky upside down mid-trance, but figures Lucky's had it rough lately anyway. He will retire to the one unoccupied room, look at the bed, which is a bit too small, sigh, and sort of get in. Hopefully it doesn't have a footboard, but he'll just use it as a sort of lay down thing.
There would be like foot lockers at the end of the beds too.
Okay. Well, he'll go to sleep.
All right. I would like everyone to roll me a d20 as you're sleeping.
Who gets stabbed in their sleep?
Something like that.
I gotta change my die color. I can't even read it. There.
Okay. Lucky. As you are rooming with Pax this evening, your thoughts turn to the griffins and the hippogriff, how you can make good on this deal, this task. But in your meditations, you can feel a cold breeze stretch across your cheeks, a whispering of wind as you hear the flapping of feathery wings. And in your vision appears, underneath kind of a moonlight, you would see the silhouette of what could best be described as an angel. Pointed ears, bluish tinted skin, in the way that like moon elves have, like a light blue skin, but large wings of an eagle, feathered and dark hair flitting along. Her voice calls out, "What is it you seek?"
To understand what's going on in the world right now.
But if you understood, what would you do with the knowledge?
Make the world right.
And what, pray tell, is right?
Anything but this. What's going on right now?
And what is going on right now?
Freak weather phenomenon. Cultists rising up, causing mayhem and havoc and killing people. It's just not right.
Well, and what would you do to make it right?
Fight.
Do you know who your enemies are?
No, but I certainly would like to.
Is the fluttering of her wings. A symbol appears in the air, a symbol written in feathers. As you would see that.
Okay.
Those should be your enemies. These cultists, as you call them, revere darkness. There are those that revere hatred, and even those that feel they are eternal. But beauty can stand above all of that. the earth can get blown away, as it is the winds that shape it like a canyon. Winds shape mountains. So too can you shape your destiny.
Thank you very much. Do you have a name?
I do.
May I know it?
You may know it when you prove yourself worthy.
Fair is fair.
And I do wish that do come true. Stay the course, and your desires will be seen.
Fully intend to stay the course.
And she remains straight-faced, as much as you can just see like little movements of her face, never really truly revealing herself, mostly silhouetted. But all the while, these feathery wings just kind of floating, and as they make one final beat, you are left feeling cold and blustery. And not only that, I would say you would be the first to awaken. The fire in your room is out. The window's shut, but covered in ice. There's a thin layer of frost on the ground around you. Pack still snores away, unaware of all this. There's a certain coldness in the air as a cool breeze travels, even through the closed window, which isn't really openable. At the same time, I would say Zeke and Benji would also wake up, finding your window frosted as a little bit of light creeps through, kind of like this bluish coloration. It is cold and frigid in your room as you wake up just from being cold, too cold. Orsic, you would wake up the same. Doran, your room's still toasty, so you're still sleeping.
You forget to stoke the fire last night? Was I supposed to do that? Did I not wake up? Dang, it's cold.
It is quite cold. My nose is running and my throat is dry. It cold for a while.
Benji turns to the window and scrubs the frost off of it and get to take a look outside and see about what time it is.
As you scrub the frost off, a wispy face appears outside your window.
Fuck.
Just mostly 2 eyes and a mouth can be seen, and what looks to best described as a cloud. As the window frosts over once more.
You see that too?
I think so.
Something ain't right. Benji gets up, throws a bag over his shoulder, brushes his fingers through his beard a little bit, tightens up a knot. Ready to we should see what the others are doing.
Okay.
Yes. Zeke will blow his nose.
Okay. I would say everyone does get the benefit of a short rest. And what are Orsic and Lucky doing? In separate rooms, just
Does that angel elf looking lady remind me of the one in my vision grasping onto the orb?
possibly. Did you have a vision of a winged elven woman?
I had a vision. I wrote it down. Vision of a winged elf, can't make out the face, flies around with the blue orb and claw grasping a storm, or orb in the claw in a storm.
Yep.
That's what I got.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
Oh fuck. Okay. Awesome sauce. I am freaking out.
Fair enough.
Making my way around to find my people.
And
Yeah.
Orsic.
Well, I assume I had taken my armor off, but
Yeah.
this doesn't feel natural to me at all. So I'm as frantically as I can putting my armor back on.
Absolutely. As I will now, as they say, bring you to a map. As your rooms are cold and chilly. A little bit of light creeping in from the window.
As I'm putting my armor on, like, this feels unnatural to me.
Sure.
So we're going to do my divine sense. We're going to see.
You do not
If I
sense
can-
anything.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. You would sense elemental presence, because now it does
Oh,
see
it's
through
different.
walls and shit. As
Oh, I didn't know that it didn't at one point.
it used to not. As Viral and Benji each look out their respective doors, you can see the grand hall that had its fires going are now burning a cool blue coloration. No sign. You can hear some clattering as Orsic is, the sound of armor prepping, and the loud snoring of Torn in the north.
I have to restart my roll 20.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my swords.
Sure. As one does. And there is a thick layer of frost on all you step on.
I'm gonna make my way to the sound of armor being put on. Is that this door right here?
Yeah, that's the southern door.
I'll
Go-
make my way to the other door.
All right. Where the snoring is coming from.
Yep.
I'll knock on it and just say, Orsic,
Hey, get the fuck in here.
Yeah, get the fuck in there.
I don't know why my roll 20 keeps fucking up. It keeps flashing white and then staying white. Okay, so like I don't know what the fuck is going on here, man, but there's definitely some celestials around here somewhere. I sense them.
Elementals.
Fucking grab his. I
Elementals.
grab his shoulders, but not the spiky bits. Man, Orsic, you remember the visions I was talking about at dinner and before that had fucked me up?
I do.
You remember when I told you I saw a fucking angel?
I
I just saw the fucking angel outside my window, and she told me my enemies are this symbol, and I show him the symbol. I drew it on a piece of paper, and she told me that if I told her I wanted to fight and end all this craziness, she told me that these are our enemies and to stay the course. And if I stay the course, then I might be able to right the wrongs that are going on right now. Man, this is fucked up, man.
but do we believe her?
It's the second time I've seen her. I mean, the first one was because of a hag and the elder I pulled, and now I didn't eat a hallucinogenic toad, and I saw her again out my window.
No, I believe that you saw her. That's not what I'm asking. Is she the one that we should be following, or is she manipulating us?
I mean, I don't know what this symbol is, but we've come across symbols like these, and
I,
most of the time we see them, it's bad news. I
I,
mean,
right
I
about that.
believe her. Well, I think right now we need to get the fellas and figure out, because right now, if you go out this door, you'll see blood. The flames ain't red anymore, buddy. They're blue.
All right, well, help me finish putting this armor back on, and then we can get moving. I ain't going anywhere without this.
Help him get his armor on.
All right. As Benji and Zeke go to Torin's door.
Hearing him snoring, I'll crack the door open and
Yeah.
head in.
You see a warm fire in his room.
Oh, awesome.
And he's like so warm and cozy with the blanket pulled up, although his feet are obviously sticking out, with this just contented, cozy look on his face.
As you open the door, it threatens. A wind blows in as the light grows dim. The fire is nearly put out.
Quick, see, get in. Close the door. I'll go over and I'll try and stoke the fire up a little bit.
You notice frost starting to build around it.
Torin flips over and goes, no, 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 no. And he holds up his hand and waves it like jerkily, and the fire gets brighter. And then he rolls back over again, contented.
It gets brighter, but not as bright as you would hope.
I will go over and try and looking for a safe spot where I'm not gonna get backhanded or something if I wake him up the wrong way.
Tickle his toes.
No.
Turn into a mule and kick you. That'd be awesome.
But I'll grab on to probably his calf and shake him a little bit. Torn, wake up. Something ain't right. Wake up.
He'll sit up, blink, look over.
It's a bit cold out, and the fires outside turn blue. Why is it warm in here?
It's barely warm. I would say
It's
like
warmer
opening the
than
door has
outside.
let the cold in, as the cold is creeping in here now.
You said the fires turn blue.
Outside, yeah. Not in here though.
Is Torin aware of any significance of that?
I mean, it's a minor cantrip to change fire color,
Yeah, but something ain't right.
but it does seem weird.
Hmm.
I heard Orsic putting on his armor. He should be ready in a bit.
Torin will stand up. Well, I guess we should discover what's wrong. The stars said it would snow today.
No, it's a lot more than snowing. And there's a cloud with a nasty face on it out there too.
His eyes narrow. Let's go find the others.
I agree.
Benji goes over by the fire, tries to warm up just a little bit, then goes out.
All right. You head out, and I would say at this point, Orsic is done putting his armor on. With the help of Lucky.
All right, Lucky. Let's go meet up with the rest of them.
Yeah, let's
See what we
go.
can find here.
And I will gotta make my way to that door. Is that my room? That might be my room. Oh, let's see them.
That's your room.
I'll just make my way up the hallway.
Yeah, as you all meet in this back darkened hallway.
Anybody know what the fuck is going on? I sensed an elemental around here somewhere, and it's got to have something to do with this.
Might be the cloud face I saw outside.
You saw a face too?
Oh, it's like a cloud with a mean face in it, yeah.
Oh man, I didn't see a cloud with a mean face. I actually saw an angel. It was blue, light blue skin, pointy-eared, elf-looking angel. Told me these are my enemies, and I showed them the picture of the symbol. And then shit did got cold when she was talking to me, like real cold.
The symbol, any significance to the symbol?
Give me a nature check? Or Arcana. I would allow Arcana.
Nice.
Yep.
25.
With a 25. That's the symbol of... With a 25. That is the symbol of elemental evil earth. Specifically, those who worship and revere a being called Ogre-Mock. The elemental prince of evil earth.
Ogre Mock.
There's a doobly-doo on top of one of those letters.
Elemental evil earth. After seeing that, Benji kind of is mumbling that under his breath.
Orsic, I think she was telling the truth.
It appears so. Benji here has seen this before.
I guess we need to go around this spire and maybe find the head honcho dude. See if any of this is affecting them.
Or a different floor and just see what's going on. But it's fucking cold here.
I could hug you and warm you up if you want.
You're too skinny anyway.
Says the 2-foot dwarf.
Hi, but I'm stout.
I mean, anybody that's 2 foot would be stout. Anyways, let's
Two
go.
fucking feet, you prick.
Oh, struck a nerve.
I glare at Lucky. Grab my axe and... Where are we going?
To another floor.
Hi. And... Well, unless
Well,
anybody's got any better ideas. Let's see what we can find.
so is it dark in here?
The dim.
Not dim enough to be invisible.
I would say where you're at, yeah.
Cool.
These fires warm or cold?
Those fires are cold. And Benji, on the ground in the frost in front of that fire, being written as you're approaching it, is a simple word. Submit.
That's interesting. All right. I will point this out. And as I'm getting closer, the cold, is it emanating from the fire? Or is that, or is
Yeah.
it just okay?
And in fact, the closer you get, give me an investigation check.
11.
11. The fire seems more material than it does, almost resembling icicles growing and moving, as it does make a crackling noise, similar to the noise of fire popping and crackling, but this is more like ice cracking.
Yeah, I'm all in favor of going to a different floor. Yes.
Hi. Well, then let's make our way to a different floor. And...
Yes, there is the double doors, which lead you to the stairwell, which goes up and down.
Well, I'm going to go to the double door and I'm going to pop it open.
As you pop open the doors, I will need an athletics check, as they are frozen shut.
Athletics. Oh, well, not an advantage, but...
Hey, 18's pretty good. Yeah, as you
Yeah.
break the ice and push the door open. Actually, it'd be a pull the door open. But as you do, you hear crackling coming from the fire. Well, the ice fires, as a hazy blue fog fills the air. And as it does, you can hear laughter. The ice starts to move within the fireplace, and forms of small creatures, menacing, about the size of Orsic or Benji. That'd be medium, but on the shorter side. Impish-looking creatures with elongated noses and icy wings. Creatures entirely made of ice. As you would see 4 mephits appear. And the entirety of the terrain is going to be lightly obscured in this moment. We're going to roll some initiative.
Everybody gets to add a d4.
Nice. You guys are rolling really good. I'm just going to roll for top and bottom. But as we're rolling initiative here, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a little 5-10 minute break. As we are in the tower. Oh, pretty good. We'll see if this icy tower of coldness can be persevered through or something. I don't know. Stay frosty, folks. We'll be back here in a minute. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back. And last we left off, our troop is in the spire of the Feathergale Society. I had a pretty good talk with the Lord Commander of these Feathergale Knights, Thoromoroska. But upon taking rest in this tower, you were all... Well, one of you had some strange visions in your meditations. But most of you were awoken to the frigid cold of your rooms, getting yourselves together and venturing out into the dining hall. Food still left nearly frozen, fires burning with frosty ice. Attempting to open a door made some icy methods appear as they cackle in icy voices. As we've rolled initiative, as they seem threatening. And Zeke, you're up first.
Okay,
What
I'm
are you
going
up to?
I'm going to fire with my hand crossbow. I'll show you in a second.
All right. Show me now. The topmost method. A 24 will hit. As he has been vexed by your crossbow, he will take 6 points of piercing damage as ice just kind of frigidly chips off of his shoulder.
Uh, 15 feet that way. And I'm going to stab.
Alright. At advantage with the sneak attack should you hit, now that you have vexed it. Stepping out with the dagger, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
The razor.
Razor.
It glows a similar blue glow as these fires do. As he stabs out. In bullet time, a 25 will hit. For 10 more points of damage.
And I still have a bonus action, right? Or
You do
was
still have a
that-
bonus action.
I am going to bonus action disengage
Okay.
and move next to Torin here.
All right. Moving behind the big old half giant.
Yeah.
That'll take us to Imperial Lucky Elmshade.
All right. I will bonus action my hunter's mark on the one in the one right here,
All right.
and I'll take a shot at him.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. Let's see.
Putting away the sword, pulling out the short bow.
Mm-hmm.
9 is gonna miss.
All right. With that, I'll slink back into the darkness
Okay.
or the dim light.
Back there would probably be darkness, I would say.
Cool.
Which will take us to Benji.
Right. So Benji takes out little scribe, draws a rune on the air, and steps through it, popping up next to Zeke. And then he will shoot out a little blob of ink that fills the space. Tries the fairy fire over here.
All
These two
right.
guys.
Fairy firing the ice mephits. They got a 10 and a 3, as they are glowing inky blobs.
Both fail. I will then take another step back, and that'll do it.
All right. Taking us to Doran Boulder Hill. Doran, what's up? Doran?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that might change things, but maybe not. So, Torin reaches into his pocket, pulls out something. You see everyone around him sees a little glint of metal or gold on a small round object. And he tosses it into the air and catches it. And as he catches it, next to him appears, out of nowhere, what looks like a bobcat.
Wow.
It growls, and you notice that it has an umbral glow around it. And then, as your eyes dart away from the bobcat, where Torin was standing is now a direwolf.
A big boy wolf. Roar.
So both the bobcat and the wolf growl at the mephits, but the bobcat jumps up onto the table and jumps down, and I guess claws out at the mephit.
All right.
Or bites out. Whatever.
Yes. It has advantage too.
Getting an
If you
18.
wanted to go fishing, but an 18 definitely hits.
Okay, well, yeah, I forgot to do advantage. I'll fish.
Well, 20 will also hit.
30.
damage. That damage on the I'm rolling the wrong thing.
It should already be set, so you don't have to type in plus spell level.
So that would be 12 points of piercing damage.
Alright, we will take...
Or actually a rending.
Yeah, so it's plus
No,
4.
piercing. Piercing. Be 6 plus 4 plus the spell's level.
Is it plus 4 plus the spell's level? I might have already added the...
It's, yeah, plus 4 plus the spell's level.
Okay, dope. So, 2?
Oh, yeah, Beast
So
Spirit.
6 plus 6. So over 12 points of damage. As the method explodes into icy burst, I will need Torn and your bestial spirit to give me a dexterity save. Constitution save, sorry.
Okay. I think this is coming to you as a whisper. The Beast Spirit gets a 16.
Nice.
Sorry, I've got too much to manage here. We're the same. The Direwolf gets a 8.
Alright. Torn, you take 5 points of cold damage as your spirit takes 2, and you are slowed down by this thing exploding into ice. Anything else for Torn?
Nope.
Alright, that will take us to the Mephits. Well, these two will fly across the room towards Orsic. One of them... I don't think that'll matter. Yeah, they'll both claw out at you, Orsic.
All right.
Actually, you know what? One will claw out at you. Getting a big old 13 to hit.
No, sir.
As the other one starts to just kind of flap his wings around, this mist starts to emanate from it. But before it does, this guy will position himself. Yeah, he's good where he's at. As he sprays ice out towards Torn and his bestial beast. I will need a Constitution saving throw from both of your beast and you as well again, Torn. As it sprays icicles towards you.
The Beast got a big 4.
Alright.
Oh, so did the wolf.
You each take 7 points of cold damage
There goes my temporaries.
as it flaps away. At that same point, this one flaps its wings around and it creates a cloud of fog emanating out from around the area. Icy blue fog. Can I make it icy
This
blue?
one had the fog.
No, this one.
Okay.
How do I make a fog? I want fog. EFG? FFF for fog cloud. As Torn, Torn and Orsic and the bestial spirit, everything goes white.
Mhm.
Which will take us to Orsic.
Well, I can hear that dude's wings flapping right out in front of me, and he was literally standing right next to me. So I'm gonna try and grab him. No, I'm trying to hit him with my axe. That's what I'm gonna do.
Which way? To the one to your right?
The one that I saw the fog coming from.
Okay. Give me a swing with your axe. Axe him a question.
I'm gonna axe him.
It'll be at disadvantage.
second disadvantage.
"21, as you swing out, you hit nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna move 15 feet straight up
North?
north.
All right, you run into some big furry thing. Can't see
Perfect.
quite
That's
yet.
where I'll stay. I can't see fucking shit.
Which will take us to Zeke, the sneak.
And so the fairy fire that's out there isn't doing anything to fight that fog.
They can't be invisible,
Okay.
but they can be obscured.
So, quick question then. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The guy was in in front of me when his turn ended.
Yes.
I swung it.
Well, he didn't end his turn there.
Got it.
He
So
he did it. He did it to trick you. He moved 20 feet, cast the fog cloud, and then moved more.
But wasn't he standing right next to me? Shouldn't I get an opportunity attack?
Not if you don't see him. Opportunity attacks are based on sight.
Got it.
Zeke, it's all foggy.
Zeke is going to sneak into the fog.
Zeke is sneaking into the fog.
Do that here.
You move there. As you see nothing. It's all white and foggy. Cold, too. There would be a light glow somewhere in the fog, but it's all hard to make out.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stay there for right now and slowly feel my way through it.
Alright. Any action? Or ready to action?
Yeah, if I feel anything bump into me, I'm gonna
Okay.
stab out at it.
Alright. Taking us to Lucky.
Oh. Hmm. I'll move up right outside the edge of the fog,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll ready my bow for when I see, if and when I see one of those things come.
Alright.
And that's it.
Benji?
I'm going to go ahead and move down to the south a bit.
Okay. He's moving to the south. Switching sides.
What action do I want to hold now? Thought I might have been able to see something down here.
But not that stupid.
I will draw a rune on my forearm, and it lights up as I cast resistance on myself against cold.
Okay.
And a little sheen of magic helps me.
As you get, what is it, minus like a D4 damage or something like that?
Yes.
Which will take us to Doran.
Okay, Torin will grumble And as his form shifts back,
You can be in any
As-
one of those four
as-
squares.
as he's shifting back, the green gemstone on his earring begins to flash light. And he reaches into his pocket. And you see sand pouring out of his fist, and he flings it into the fog. Cast Destroy Water.
Ooh.
Hmm.
It's technically water.
Well, Destroy Water, it says you destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container with range. Alternatively, you destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within
Mhm.
range.
So what 30-foot cube? I guess that's most everything except for the edges? Yeah, that would be the whole thing. Right, because it's just, you're going to miss out on like 6 squares.
Mm.
Yeah, as the fog dissipates, you would hear, "Rah!" Yeah, there's 3 guys. Oh, I moved them from the GM layer to the GM layer. And you would also see your bestial spirit, and all the rest of the gang. As at that point, Lucky, your shot, ready to shot goes off wherever you want to shoot it.
Right to the guy that I got hunters marked.
All right.
Boom.
As he's also glowing, so it will be at advantage.
Nice.
Does Hunter's Mark still do that thing where you know their location?
You get advantage to track him.
Ah, okay.
A 24 does hit, though. As he's been vexed. For 10 points of damage. And that will take us back to Torn, as it is still your turn, as you cast Create Destroy Water to destroy the water that was the fog. And Lucky's shot goes off. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Bestial Spirit will hop onto the table. Can it reach this method?
Yeah, they're not like flying eye.
Yeah.
They're low
It'll
hovers.
like scramble over the table, dishes flying everywhere, stuff, like a wild animal on a table. And then it will.
Fairy fires drop, so that
I
impacts
mean,
your
it is a
decision.
cat that would probably dodge it.
Fairy fire's gone. That impacts your decision.
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay.
It will attack.
Because you have resistance.
Yep.
Give me an attack.
22.
22, absolutely, that's it.
That's actually 12 points of damage.
As it explodes, I need your... Sorry. I need your Aminal to give me a Constitution save.
10.
As it explodes, it succeeds. Takes 2 points of damage. He's out of
And
there.
like there's ice all over its whiskers, and it just kind of does that cat sniff thing, like it's annoyed. And let me hold on, there we go. I forgot that land beasts get 30 hit points instead of 20, but everything is correct now. And that is it.
That will take us to the Mephits. This one will fly up here, and it will breathe out ice, which will affect... I think get lucky too. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat. I will need Orsic, Lucky, and Zeke to give me Constitution saves as it breathes cold into your hearts. Oh,
Not an advantage though.
all right. Zeke and Orsic will take 7 points of cold damage, while Lucky will take 3. As this guy will come over to Benji and also breathe out cold to you. I need a con save from Benji. Benji is a
16.
success. Go and roll that d4 to see what you reduce the damage to. Alright, you reduce the 3 damage to 2. You take 2 points of cold damage. Which will end Zemepit's turn. Orsic, you're up.
So since I failed that save, am I slowed?
No, it's only with the explosion one.
Okay. And then because that was a save, I couldn't intercept, right?
Correct.
Okay. Excuse me. You're contagious. We're going to move
I think
here,
it's from my vape.
and we're gonna hit this guy that I can see
Yes.
with my battle axe.
Ooh, icy boy.
Yep. Silvered battle axe. Cow.
16 absolutely hits him.
All right.
As he will take 10 points of damage and is going to be knocked prone as he flaps down onto the ground. Ah!
Question.
Answer.
I haven't been using this, but I realize that I have it. Can I use Savage Attacker every time?
Every time.
Okay. Probably too late to use it now, but
Yeah, you can go ahead and use it now. I don't care. Since we're still
okay.
on the attack, why not? I don't care.
Okay.
Roll it again. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
You get an extra 2 damage. Take it.
Yeah.
As, yeah, you slap him with your axe and he goes tumbling down to the ground. Anything else for Orsic?
He's down.
Yes.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. So I moved 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move here.
Yeah, he will attack you at disadvantage, trying to reach out with his claws. Getting a 5 to hit. Get back here, fucker!
Just kick his hand as I move by.
He's just clawing out towards you. Anything else for Orsic?
That'll do it.
All right.
Nope. that'll do
Zeke
it.
the sneak. There is a guy on the ground. Little ice method. Actually, he's bigger than you, but you know.
I think he's gonna take out a bottle of oil and use his action to pour it on the ice method.
Okay. I'll be a dex save at disadvantage from the method, I believe.
Yes.
He evades getting oil poured on him. He got an 18. At
Still on the
disadvantage.
floor underneath him, though.
Yeah, it's around him.
Yeah, seeing it splash around him, Zeke will set off his clockwork fire maker.
Okay. As you quickly illuminate the fire, it does seem slightly less than you anticipated in this cold, foggy area. But the area is loosely on fire.
Okay. And then I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
All right. It'd be your bonus action to use your clockwork device.
The clockwork device, never mind. And yeah, then I'm stuck where I'm at.
All right. Taking us to Lucky.
I was gonna say,
Alright.
he is at disadvantage when he tries to.
Yeah, he rolled an
Well, he
18
tried to
instead of a
attack
20.
me, so he has no reaction because he tried to attack me.
Yeah, saving throw is not a reaction.
No. What I mean is, if he tried to move away,
Oh,
like he
yeah.
was going to use bonus action disengage.
That is
But
true.
he wouldn't need to do that because he already tried to attack me with his reaction.
That is true.
That is true.
Lucky, what are you up to? Lucky's moving around all quiet like in the dark.
So I'm just going to look for Benji,
You see Benji.
and I see him method.
He's getting ice spit on him.
Not good. I'm gonna move my bonus action or my hunter's mark from the dead guy to this one.
All right. Real quick, go ahead and give me a constitution saving throw to maintain the concentration. I didn't have you roll it previously when you took damage.
Oh yeah.
It's DC 10. Yeah, you're good. Hunter's mark onto that method.
And I'll take a shot at him with the bow.
Do your worst.
I'll try. Nah.
That's close to your worst. A 9 is going to miss.
And I'll move 5 feet right there. And that's it.
And scene. Benji, you're up.
And Benji is going to look down at his atlas and draw a rune and pop up right behind Zeke.
Okay.
And then he will, now he knows where both of these guys are.
Yeah.
He's going to cast a fairy fire and hit both of them.
Okay. One will make a dex save at disadvantage. The other will make a dex save regular. The disadvantage boy got a 17.
Very good.
That guy on the ground is making his saves, as the other one got a nat 1. So he is fairy fired as well. Ah!
No longer resistant.
Anything else for the Benji?
Benji's going to not over there. I'll go over here behind Toro.
All right.
Sorry.
Doesn't it use half your movement?
Yeah, that was
Teleporting
15.
thing?
Yep, so then it's 15 feet to get there.
Yeah, you're right. That will take us to Torin.
Orin sort of watches Benji go behind him and is thinking to himself, why does everyone always hide behind me? And he will step forward, step up onto the table, following the bobcat's course, get over here until he can see the Mephit right in front of Osric.
All right.
And he'll hold out his hand, and there will be a spectral image of the moon. Y'all have seen this before.
Moony
And a beam
wisp.
of light will launch out towards the Mephit. And at advantage, because he's very fired.
Indeed.
Getting a 23.
Yep, that will do it.
For 4 points of radiant damage.
He'll take 4 points of radiant damage.
And as he arrives next to the spirit, the bobcat will clamber off of the table, move over below the Mephit, in case you can't see my token movements,
I do.
and smack the crap out of it.
Smack the crap out of it. Also at advantage.
Oh, that's right. Getting a 17.
Yes.
Damage should roll correctly now. 11 points of piercing.
It explodes. I will need a con save from both Zeke and Torin's bestial spirit.
Oh, not supposed to be at advantage. The con save is a 14 for the beast.
14 is good. Zeke's the sneak. I need the constitution. A tuition of the gun. A 6 and a 6 it's meant to be. Zeke, you will take 7 points of damage. As the spirit will take 3. Wait, no, sorry. Zeke, you will take 5. Sorry. The spirit will take 2. And Zeke, you are slowed down. Say that would also put out the fire as the explosion of frost and cold. Anything else for Tor?
Cat will look up at Zeke and meow. That's it.
Taking us to this method here. It turns towards Orsic. And Orsic, you know it, you love it. Actually, you probably hate it. A cloud of fog expels around it. Ah! As everything goes white again. You hear icicles scatter and skitter around the area, which will take us to your turn, Orsic. Just
Can I hear it?
you can use your action to make a perception check if you'd like.
It's weird. I dropped off the turn order list.
Because you're invisible. You're on here still.
Okay. All right. I ready a dodge action, and that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. A fair action to do. You're taking us to Zeke.
Yeah.
Who did take the 5 damage? Don't forget. And is slowed by 10 feet.
Zeke's just gonna back up and jump on the table.
As one does in times like these.
Ready his hand crossbow.
Okay.
Something pops out. Something pops out of the fog.
Taking us to Lucky.
Alright. I'll move there into the fog.
Lucky moves into the fog.
And I'll just ready in action to shoot if the dude pops up.
Okay.
And that's it.
Ready in action to shoot. If you see the dude, which will take us to Benji.
Benji is going to go over and jump on the table. And he's going to take out a inkwell and throw a little bit of ink into the air, draws a rune. The rune will light up a white, and it'll shoot out forward and just kind of spiral and corkscrew throughout the air, entering the fog. I'm going to cast a guiding bolt at the Mephit.
Okay, we'll be at disadvantage.
Is it the fairy fire cancel it out?
So it will be a straight roll, yeah. You're absolutely right. Guiding Bolt's one of those weird ones that you don't have to see it. You hit it.
25. 11 points of radiant damage.
All right. Let's make this little save real quick. As the fog drops. And I'll just go ahead and put all your tokens there. And you see him. Ah! And he's glowing even more.
That will go ahead and do it for Benji.
Lucky gets a shot, right?
As Lucky's shot goes off. It will be
And so does
it'll be a straight
Zeke.
roll.
Great roll. Awesome.
Do I get a shot go off too? My hand
You
drops
would
down.
also, yes, absolutely. A 15 hits. As Zeke also hand crossbows out. 13. Zeke, give me that shot. An 11 also hits. It will also have sneak attack if you want to roll the 2d6. 2d. Just for funsies. For 17 points of damage, as it explodes furiously, I will need a con save from both Furiel and Orsic. Both of you take 5 points of cold damage as it explodes into ice. I would say the fireplaces here would be a lower glow now. And you would hear some scratching on the window as the dust of battle settles.
Does anybody know what the fuck that was?
Some
No.
sort of
No,
cold
I
thing.
don't.
You think the Lord of this place knows that his castle is infested with ice demons?
No, but we should probably go find out.
Aye.
Was he up or down?
I don't know if we know.
I think Sabra did tell you that the knight's quarters are the topmost floor aside from the roof.
I'll set up.
All right, let's head up.
Up
You
we
think-
go.
All right, as you get into the little stairwell and head upwards. Who's first up?
I'll go first.
All right. As you're
Damn.
heading up the stairs, Orsic, I will need a dexterity save,
Kind of figured.
as the stairs are icy slick. Orsic goes tumbling down, landing on what order are you guys in?
I was behind him.
So it'll be Orsic, Lucky, like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Lucky, I need a dex save. All right, do you want to try to stop him or get out of the way?
I'll get out the way.
All right, Zeke, give me a dex save.
Oh my gosh! Now.
All right, Zeke goes tumbling down too. I will need a dex save from Benji. Benji goes tumbling down. Torin, as you're at the bottom of the stairs, they just, all of them sliding and tumbling down into you. Give me a dex save. I'm going to say situational disadvantage. You know what? No, never mind. We'll make it work, Stories. Give me a dex save.
Or
4. Hate that for you. I would like your spirit to give me a dex save. As the momentum is just tumbling down these spiral stairs. Lucky you just watch one by one. And well, you just hear it.
in the hell did his
I think that's plus 0 to his dex. The 15. Well, your beast can either try to stop everyone or let everyone fall, but you're near the bottom now, so the beast can easily hop out of the way as everyone one by one slides back down, essentially. And you each take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
night that smarted.
And Lucky, I would say as you watch them tumble down, you can hear scratching on the ice of the stairs. And in writing, in common, it says submit.
Okay.
But now that you know the stairs are icy slick, you can try to go back up if you want. Cautiously.
I'd love to cautiously go up the steps.
Is everyone else going back up?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
I will say just give me an acrobatics check, everyone. It'll be a very low DC. As long as you know you're walking on ice.
Gotta hit all the ones that I'm not good at, right? Couldn't be athletics to walk upstairs, right?
Give me a dex save, Orsic. Okay,
Oh,
you slip
nice.
and quickly just put your arms out and catch yourself before you go tumbling back down again with your spiky pauldrons. And whoever's behind him just sees him kind of lean back for a second and immediately stretch his arms out to stop him from sliding down.
Am I within eye shot or visual range of Lucky yet?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll look at Lucky and be like, I'll remember that next time you need help.
Next time, don't go charging up steps.
Next time, help your brothers.
Nah, lessons learned. Let the
I
nimble
hope.
ones go first.
Very well.
As you all head up the stairs, you come to the landing, which would be the knight's quarters through these doors. The first one at the stairs would have iconography of looks like a very stylized door with black feathers.
Can I go up to that door and just hear if I? Yeah, I want to hear if I want to see if I can hear anything on the other side of it.
Yeah, give me a perception check. And that would be this door right here.
Yeah.
18. You can hear some light humming coming from inside. Sounds like a woman's voice.
Relay that to everybody. And ask them what they want to do.
Seems like your girlfriend's okay, Zeke.
I had no doubts in my mind.
Torin will put his ear to the door. Does the humming sound like it's maintaining a spell or something?
Give me an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. No, it does not. In fact, I would say it sounds more like trying to be calming.
He'll kind of say, that is your girlfriend, Zeke. She is trying to calm herself down.
He has the most beautiful singing voice.
Getting a lot of background noise from Orsic. I know it's like
Thorin looks around at the others like, what now? And he bangs on the door.
you would hear a jostle. Who is it?
Thorin will motion to Zeke.
Dada, it is I, Zeke, and my compatriots.
Is everything okay?
I would say no.
Hang on, I'll be right there. And here's some rustling inside as she opens the door. And it looks a little warmer inside these rooms. It's a room split in two with a curtain between them. But both seem near identical. What's the matter? She kind of clutches and rubs herself to stay a little bit warm.
If you have not noticed, there is a certain magical coldness about, and methods, methinks.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. You should be fine. Just go back to bed. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You know what my mother used to say fine stood for? Fucked up, insecure, naive, and emotional.
I
If you
wouldn't.
consider fine getting attacked by 4 ice demons, then I guess we're fine.
I'm sorry to hear that. You got attacked in your rooms?
No, not in the rooms. Our rooms were frozen solid, so we left to go try and get warm. And then we got attacked in the hall there.
I saw an
Hmm.
angel out my window.
Does this not surprise you?
Yeah, yes, it's quite surprising.
Does she look surprised?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Quite surprising, huh?
Yeah, yes.
Because you don't look surprised.
Well, it seems to be an auspicious night. Yes.
Auspicious how?
Well, with your arrival, Thurl seems to have. He said he was inspired by your, what you spoke about earlier. Intrigued by
Inspired
this.
to do what?
I think there was some talk about an eye or something. He talked about it before, but he didn't know what it was, but. I don't know. He said he was going to go up top and think about things. I'm uncertain. It got a lot colder since he's been up there, and it's been a couple hours. But he's strong. He should be fine.
I'm not as much worried about him as what he wants to do to us.
To you?
Isn't that, aye? What just happened down there? We were told we were, welcome guests here, and then we get attacked in your hall. It's not very welcoming, if you ask me.
What were you doing in the hall?
I told you. Our rooms got so cold we couldn't be in there anymore, so we left to go try and warm up. And we went out into the dining hall area there and got attacked.
I'm sorry, but maybe that's just a side effect. I'm sure Thurl wouldn't do anything to harm guests in his home.
Not a very secure spire you have here, then, huh?
No, it's quite secure. This is,
But not secure enough to prevent guests from being attacked in your spire.
I think we should go find him.
Benji puts his hand on the wall. He's gonna use tremor sense. 60 feet. Do I see anything above us?
yeah. A single person.
Somebody's up top.
It said Thurl went up there. He hasn't been back down. Hasn't come to his bed yet. He said you inspired him.
I don't like the sound of that.
I
do not
agree with you.
Sound of it there.
All right, I'm gonna carefully go up the stairs.
I'll follow.
Why don't you let Lucky lead? He said he was the one that should be going first.
I'll happily go first.
By all means.
I'll cautiously walk up the steps
All right.
and flip a middle finger back to Orsic.
As you all head up the stairs, the frigid ice clings to the walls and the ground. Careful steps, and much of the ice is hardened. It is extremely cold. I would like everyone to give me Constitution saves on your way up.
Oh god.
So Benji, Torin, and Lucky. Actually, Lucky, you succeed. Benji and Torin, you each suffer 1 point of exhaustion from the sheer freezing cold that you were experiencing in just the few moments that it takes to creep up there. But as you reach up to the top, this cold, serene scene of a gazebo, you can hear winds roaring outside. Thurl is out there near a ledge, muttering to himself, pacing around, looking out, and making gestures. He seems to be quite cold himself.
As we get up to the top, Benji draws a rune on the air and it solidifies, and he opens the air like it's a locker. He reaches inside, pulls out a blanket, wraps a blanket around himself, and closes the locker.
Fair enough. Thurl does
Are
not
we
seem
all
to-
up there?
Yeah, Thurl does not seem to notice your presence.
Well, he's gonna now. So I call out, "Oi, Thurl! The fuck is going on?"
What do you mean?
I mean, we just got attacked in your keep, and it's cold as balls up here.
I can't account for the weather. Mostly. The winds have brought a chill upon us. I have made contact
Did
with
they
the
also-
being.
What about angels and methods? Can you account for those?
Angels, no. Methods, perchance. Were they
Mm.
twisted?
Well, they attacked us. They were laughing like hyenas.
Hmm. Ice is a fickle mistress. The winds carry it, yet there is something more to it, something tainted, that I did not foresee. It is combined with another. It is attempting to crush. I merely prayed. The words, they must not have been right.
I agree, they weren't right.
Well, maybe you could give us a heads up next time before you start trying to summon demons.
I summon no demons.
Yeah. Well, something sure did.
There's a mean face in the clouds.
That would be the entity. A spirit of cold. No demon. Yet it seems to hunger. I do not know what it wants. It has brought this chill upon us here as he gazes around outside, the wind whooshing around. There is an aspect of purity within it.
An aspect of purity.
Yes.
And how would you decipher that?
It's the winds. There is nothing more pure than the air itself. Yet it has picked up
Hey,
cold waters from the skies. Perhaps a gift.
nothing more pure than the wind, huh?
Of
Well, the wind
course.
tends to carry a lot of dust and pollen, smoke.
Wind has many powers, yes. And
Aye.
frost.
And none of those are very pure.
No, but in its purest form, it can control and contain those. And what has been wrought here seems mixed.
I'm gonna, as inconspicuously as I can, probably with my foot, tap Torn. Just as kind of like, And hopefully he gets what I'm tapping him about.
I don't know what you're tapping him about.
Well, when we were talking about connections to different types of cults and things like that, it seems odd to me that he's talking about the wind
Oh, sure.
the same way
I
that
gotcha.
I feel.
He seems more curious about the happenings than he is concerned.
Aye. So then what's the deal then? Your whole spire is rigid? There's ice everywhere inside.
I'm trying to commune with the creature. There's a fiercity within it.
And what do you hope to gain?
True freedom.
And what is true freedom?
An idea. What's the rest of you guys doing as Orsic is speaking to Thurl?
I think Benji is huddled in his blanket, and he's gonna kind of stand next to Torin, let him block the wind.
Yeah, Zeke is making himself as small as possible because he has 3 hit points left and he's scared.
Fair
Oh
enough.
shit! So you had on my screen.
Yeah.
You've got almost a full bar.
Yeah, I didn't know you were that low. I'm gonna give you I'll give you a healing word. As I speak it, a rune lights up on your forehead. It glows orange and warms you up a little bit.
Ah, yes. You know the magics. Perhaps you can aid me in understanding what it wants.
I'll take it.
Torin will be looking around for signs of this manifestation.
Yeah. You can move yourself wherever you want. Give me a perception check, Torn.
You get 4 more. It's 8.
Yeah, 'cause it didn't add your intelligence.
No, Torin's cold.
Healing word, healing, healing word, healing, healing.
Healing. Healing word, healing. It's the healing that healing word heals with its healing.
heals.
But yeah, Torn, as you look around, what did you roll?
Oh, a big old 1.
A big old 1. Yep, it's cold. The snow falling. You hear the wind, but you don't see it.
In the time that he was talking,
Yeah.
so you said he seemed more curious about what was going on. Like, okay. So what's the next steps then? What are you trying to accomplish here? I know you said freedom. How do we get there?
That's an idea. No, I was simply trying to commune with the elements. The eye gave me the idea. Not quite there.
Well, maybe you better practice a little bit more before you freeze your whole spire.
What do you think I'm doing here?
Animals to freeze to death, would you?
And the vultures are hardy. Hippogriff even more so. Has fur. And feathers.
Aye.
Perhaps you should rescind your communion until you understand this better.
I don't think I can contain it. It wants to be free.
So you started this ritual, and you don't know how to stop it.
Oh, I did not ritual. No. I simply asked. Asked to be shown.
All right, so what's next then? What are your next steps?
I'm up here observing. Perhaps you or your companions who know things of the perhaps arcane or natural nature may be able to ascertain why it's in such a flux.
Perhaps they may. Perhaps you should have asked us earlier. But, I don't control any of these folks. If they wish to help you, they may.
Give me a few minutes. I can start ritually casting detect magic. Sit down, start scribing some runes on the ground underneath me.
Are you all staying in the gazebo, yelling at him?
Where is he?
He's outside the gazebo to the right.
Okay. Torin will step out and sort of observe him and how he's trying to connect with this spirit.
Oddly enough, I would say he's not trying to connect. He's just observing the nature around. The wind fluttering the snow and the ice building on the edges of the tower itself. What is everyone doing?
I'm gonna take a. I don't know. I'm gonna walk up to Thurl and because the submit thing keeps coming back. I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm just take a knee, like I'm submitting to it, and just see if that does anything.
Okay. What about Zeke?
Zeke's just gonna kind of move behind Lucky, but he's not necessarily gonna kneel. He's just gonna observe himself.
And Torin's just observing this scene while Benji's scrawling runes on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, there's no need for Torin to do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know shit about Arcana, so. I'm just trying to catch snowflakes with my tongue at this point.
It's cold as shit out here. I will say after 5 minutes or so, I would like everyone to give me another Constitution save.
I have a blanket on. Does that impact
I would like
anything?
everyone to give me a Constitution save.
Hey.
Zeke will suffer 1 point of exhaustion from being out in the cold, frigid. You got no meat on your bones. Thurl seems to be also shivering himself, but trying his best to endure it. What languages does anyone speak? Primordial?
Yeah.
I do not know.
Oh,
It's not learnable, is it?
It is
By
if
new
you can
character.
learn rare languages.
No.
So I think rangers and rogues can learn it. Which is weird because wizards should be able to learn
Wizards,
it. Yeah.
then
I would argue, depending on what your background is, you can learn it.
even Druid.
Yeah, I would even argue that, but depending on your background and what you're doing. History. But you would almost hear a voice on the wind as it whips around. I would say also in this time, Lucky start to grow more comfortable as you're kneeling.
I'll keep kneeling. And try to get everybody else to kneel.
Thorough curious
plan at
about this. What are you doing?
Well, I saw scrawling on the wall and on the floor. It said submit. I can only imagine the way to figure this out is to just submit to it and not think anymore.
Submit.
There.
Nay. Submitting is not the way. Must make it submit. Yes. Make it submit to our wills. Not the other way around. Ha! Yes, why didn't I think of it before? As... you can see Thurl start to pull up wind from off the side, as if just kind of willing it to. It's less of a casting, more of a natural occurrence, as he seems in tune with the winds. And as he does so, the winds push against his will. And you would see a face appear as Thurl is lifted up by the wind, essentially capturing him in this moment.
I was gonna say, does it look like that's against his will?
It is against his will. As
Can I grab
he's
his foot?
struggling. Yeah, give me an athletics check. 13, you grab his foot and pull him out.
It's a 19.
19. I don't know why I
Yep.
said 13. 9s look like 3s if you take away one little strip of line. As you pull him free, the wind bellows and blows. Cold, harsh wind. As if trying to threaten to freeze you all.
Hey, and I'm gonna yell out,
We're
I don't
gonna-
think being up here right now is the best of ideas.
we are going to roll initiative.
Oh boy. Okay.
Everybody gets to add a D4.
If it works
Oh, I
this
rolled a
time.
14. I actually didn't roll a fucking shitty initiative. All right, let me add a D4.
Well, if it makes you feel better, this thing got a 6.
It did not work.
Did you roll above a 6 with your D20, Torrin?
I rolled a well, my total is 6 with the D4.
Oh. What's your
But
dexterity?
it still isn't adding on my modification, my effect. So maybe
you-
you have to add it. My dexterity is 12.
Okay. As you will be going after the elemental. Lucky, you're up first. It's right next to you. You feel pretty comfortable around this creature
I'm gonna
as you are kneeling in the moment.
I'm gonna continue to kneel.
Okay. Benji, as you're sitting down trying to cast this detecting of magics, snow's falling, winds whipping around. You see this creature appear, this icy wind.
Trying to snatch that guy up.
He is trying to snatch that guy up. 1000%. What does Benji think about that?
I think that's kind of crazy.
Yes.
I am going to, as I'm just grabbing runes on the ground, I look up with the blanket over my shoulders, and I flick out a blob of ink, and I'll do a fairy fire from over behind the
Okay.
gust of wind.
Makes a dexterity save. You got a 25.
That saves.
As it does illuminate that area ever so slightly.
That will go ahead and do it. Actually, I will go into the gazebo.
All right.
Just
Yeah.
portaling in.
Okay. Taking us to Orsic.
So Orsik's gonna grab his battle axe. He's gonna turn to Lucky and say, "Whose side are you fucking on?" And swing his battle axe at the wind spirit, ice spirit thing.
Okay. That will hit it.
We are going to use Searing Smite.
All right. Searing Smite.
Searing Smite. I'm gonna roll that again.
Roll that again.
Same shit, meant to
Alright.
be.
And Searing Smite, does it get a saving throw?
I think it's just fire damage. Hold on.
Well, it continues to burn if it
As you hit
fails
the
or something.
target, it takes 1d6 fire from the attack. At the start of each turn until the spell ends, the target takes 1d6 fire damage and then makes a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the spell continues.
Oh, so no matter what, it's going to burn them for at least one turn. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
As that seems... Your axe itself does not seem super effective. However, the fire damage does. So it kind of cancels each other out. But the fire damage does do significant wounds to this creature as it lights ablaze.
And that will be my turn. Oh, I need to take my
Which will
spells.
take us to the sneak of Zeke.
Zeke is going to take like a step back, and he's going to actually kneel like Lucky.
Okay.
And then that'll end his turn.
Alright, that will take us to the elemental. Let's see if it gets that back. It does not. However, it will roil up inside the area as icy winds penetrate through your space, Orsic, as well as Thurls. It is going to try to slam out to Orsic with a icy slam, getting a 16 with its first attack.
Misses.
And a 19 with its second.
That hits.
As you take 11 points of cold damage. But it does continue to burn, so go ahead and roll me that another d6. And it gets a con save.
Con save.
It has disadvantage. It got a 7, so it continues to burn.
And it's just a d6, right? It's no
Yes.
modifier? I don't think
No
it's
modifier. Hey, it's 6.
Okay. Yeah.
As it burns, it starts to melt. Ending the elemental's turn, taking us to Doran.
So Torin's looking at Zeke and Lucky kneeling, looks over it. Orsic swirling around in the snow, looks back and forth. And for his action, he'll throw a Starry Wisp at the elemental.
All right. Wisping away.
Getting a 12.
12 unfortunately misses.
And then he shouts with a booming voice that can be heard even over the roar of the elemental. He shouts, "Dandelion." And Orsic gets 11 points of healing.
Nice.
Nice. That's just what I took.
And then he's going to step into the gazebo.
All right.
Bestial Spirit will charge forward. And like a cat playing with a toy it doesn't understand, start batting at the elemental.
All right.
Getting a 9. It's just batting at the air and entertaining itself.
All right. Anything else for Torn?
That's it.
That will take us to Thurl, who pulls out of nowhere a spear of pure thunder, or pure lightning, sorry, as he tries to stab out at the elemental. Of course, he rolls on that one. Ending his turn. Taking us to Lucky. He'll try to move out of the elemental space. Lucky. Still kneeling.
Still kneeling. Guess I'll just pass the elemental to. Nah, I'll just keep kneeling.
Okay.
That's it.
Benji.
Benji is going to hold the blanket in tighter and cast resistance against cold on himself.
All right.
That's it.
Taking us to Orsic.
We gonna hit him again.
All right.
The silvered battle axe.
16 does hit.
And we're going to Searing Smite him again.
He can only burn once.
So it doesn't count as an actual hit. It just adds the fire damage.
Right, so then it would just add a d6
Okay.
fire damage, which isn't a bad thing, but...
Yeah, do I want to waste it? Well, we won't use it right now. We'll just hit him with the silvered battle axe.
It would essentially be similar to a regular smite. Go ahead and re-roll that to see if you get an 8.
Yeah.
Because you're savage. Nope.
I keep rolling doubles. We'll take it though. I'll take
It does
7.
seem resistant to your weapon. Anything else for Orsic, as it is swirling around you?
Nope.
Alright. Zeke. Still kneeling.
Yes, but
Alright.
he's gonna ever so slightly position his hand over his daggers
Give me
in
a
case.
give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to notice. No one notices that your hand is on your daggers. You stay there, still kneeling. So
Holding my action.
I'm assuming if
it-
your attacked it. You will attack it.
Yes.
Okay. As that will take us to the elemental. It will slam out once again at Orsic with an icy slam, getting a 16 to hit.
Nope.
And it will slam out towards Thurl, getting a 13 to hit. Which does hit him in his evening wear. As Thurl takes 12 points of damage. That will end its turn as it swirls around and... yeah, taking us to Torn.
Okay. Torin will peek around the corner. And I suppose we're just going to repeat. Throw a
All
Starry
right.
Wisp.
Do a story wisp. Oh, real quick, Orsic, roll
real
that
quick,
d6.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Do I get another D6?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, go ahead. And it's still
Okay.
burning.
Alright.
I just saw the symbol. It'll take 5 more. Well, 10 more. Torn, let's see that wisp.
So another big miss. And he'll shout out this time, Daffodil. And heal Orsic for 8 more points.
Nice.
Man, I love you. Have I ever told you that? I love you.
And then he will move back around the corner, rethinking his strategy. As the cat redoubles its efforts to smack the icy thing.
Okay.
Getting a 16 to hit.
16 hits it. The cat does force damage, right?
Does piercing.
How much
For
piercing?
13 points of piercing.
That's still not nothing.
I think you're thinking of Ravi.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of those things are similar. Anything else for Torn in the bet?
That's it.
Lucky, still kneeling.
Still kneeling.
All right. Benji.
Benji mumbles under his breath and stands up a little bit straighter. This is why I wanted to learn my own kind of runes, because your runes freaking suck, Bobby. Draws a rune and shoots out a ray of frost.
Okay.
Do I even need to roll?
Yeah, roll.
Okay. Where are you?
You miss it.
11. Perfect. I get to do it again next turn. Alright, takes a step back.
All right. Taking us back to Orsic.
Alright, so that's 5, 10. I'm going to move here, but that'll use 20 feet of movement because I'm going to go up and around.
Okay. I mean, you can move there, like straight through it. It's just air.
Okay. I don't know. Some enemies I couldn't move through, so.
Yeah, this is a weird one. If you're in it, you can move out of it, unless it's whirlwinding you.
Got it. We're going to hit him with the battle axe again.
All right, hit him with the battle axe again. There's a miss.
Well, we're going to try to hit him with the battle axe again.
Air ball.
Yep. And that
All right.
that'll be it.
Zeke's a sneak.
Zeke is going to take this advantage to finally stab out at the.
I mean, you can stand up all in one turn.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'll
give me a stab.
Do I get advantage?
If you take a steady aim. Or you know what? It didn't. Yeah, I'll give you advantage. It thinks that you're kneeling to it. Yeah. $24. Yeah. With the sneak attack. There's 16 points of damage. Is it? It does seem resistant. But in this moment, any ice that's left on it that is not melting cracks and drops from its form as it just becomes a being of air. With thunderous booms. It is still burning. I don't know why I took the burning thing off. I meant to do that. Just pure air.
Then I will bonus action. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. Roll away in the cold.
Yeah, and roll back.
And I'm sorry, I didn't bring this up either. Can this entity not be knocked prone?
Correct.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
Alright, that will take us to the elemental. There's winds swirling around, ice freed from it. It is still burning. Orsic, roll me that d6. As it continues to burn. No longer severely harmed by it. That's so weird. How do you burn a wind thing? You just do.
Magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
Yeah, it is magic.
It's now essentially like it's starting to become a. If the fire continues, it might become a swirling fire air elemental. A smoke elemental? Yeah. I would say as the snow does start to slow down. The elemental says something in a low whooshing sound. As it kneels. Almost asking it to stop. Which will take us to Torn. It's immune to being prone, but it does go low to the ground.
But it took no further aggressive action.
Took no further aggressive action.
Torin will hold another starry wisp in his palm and call out, I suggest you try to talk to it now. And as the cat goes to bat it again, Torin will shake his head no at it. And it'll sit back down, but waiting. That's it.
That will take us to Thurl. Who, in this moment, having taken some icy damage himself last turn, quickly pulls out a scrap of paper as wind's swirling around, and starts reading in Elvish. In a low whisper to where it can barely be heard, but I would say those within 10 feet of him can hear him, so probably Lucky and Torn would be able to hear, as well as Orsic.
I do speak Elvish.
As he's speaking in Elvish about containment and mastery over the wind. As it seems to speak back in its own primordial, whatever that sounds like. As it dissipates. Flutters off into the wind, as it is the wind. As the snows calm in the night. Sure, you have plenty of questions and comments for Thurl. You will ensure that your beds are warm for the evening. You will explain as much as you can in the morning. Hoping that you trust him enough that your alliance could become fruitful. The upper levels of the tower are warmed, though their windows still frosted over from the exterior. Fires are able to be lit. And upon waking the next morning, you would each see a ring on your nightstand in a very neatly wrapped little gift box. And I will let you choose who gets which ring. Oddly enough, two of them are very similar to the other. But they're very different at the same time. So one of them is a ring of water walking. Another, a ring of mind shielding. Another, a ring of swimming. A ring of jumping. And perhaps the most fitting of all is the ring of warmth. Unfortunately, two of these rings aren't golden, so we can't say 5 golden rings, but we can say they're golden. They're just like the pictures, except for made of gold. So we get 5 golden rings.
No, dwarves can't have magic rings. There's problems with that.
Mm.
No, just one ring. That's a problem.
Well, no, they got like
7.
No, there's where all problems.
Yeah, those were all problems. There's were the ones that first problems.
Yeah.
Well, the elves were the first. But either way, that is where we're going to end tonight, as you each awaken to a ring in the morning. Unsure if it's from Thurl or from someone else. Who knows? Santa Claus. Elminster is probably the closest thing that looks like Santa Claus in this universe.
Let's
But either way,
Krampus.
that is where we will end tonight.
Good
And we
night.
will see you all next week after the holiday. So I hope everyone has a happy and safe holiday. And yeah, stay warm out there, folks.
Good night.
All right.
Internet.
Good night.
Night.
All right, I'll talk to everybody.